Welcome back. Anyways, where's the noise? There's the noise! Ah, I found it. Anyways, welcome back. We are, still playing. Still? We are back to playing, Sherlock Holmes. Something Awakening. I already forgot the title of this game. What? The Awakening. It was one word, and it was a very simple word, and I already forgot it. Anyways, we're playing... Yeah, we're playing that. Anyways. I'm losing it. If you guys can't tell, I am losing it today. Already. We are... I don't know if he said Kimihara or Kimihia. But... we are looking for Captain... something or other's name's... blah, 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 servant. Because, for some odd reason, he is... just gone.
Tell me about Kimihia.
Kimihia.
He's foreign.
Ah.
A Maori. All the way from New Zealand. Biggest man you've ever seen.
New
and
Zealand.
as strongest too. Dark hair and fearsome tattoos. He doesn't speak a whit of English. Never bothered to learn. But I made do with pointing.
He's from New
I
Zealand,
invested
wouldn't...
a lot of money in him, so
I have
he
no
must
idea.
be found.
Never mind. Scratch that. I don't know. I'm not gonna state anything.
When did you last see your servant?
Kimmy here normally brings me the morning papers, but yesterday I had to get them myself. He must have escaped the night before yesterday.
May I see your servant's bedroom?
His shack is in the garden. You can't miss it.
Did you search the room?
Of course, but only to check he wasn't lying dead inside. Everything seemed normal at a glance.
I take it this is the first time Kimihia has vanished?
Undoubtedly. The man seemed terrified of the city. I think it was all the noise. He never left this estate. Should he cause
I have
any
hot
damage,
chocolate, by the
I
way.
will bear the
So
responsibility.
that you hear me
For it was I who
drinking.
rescued him
It
from
is hot
savagery
chocolate.
and brought him here to England in the first place.
It is very hot. I did not mean to make it that hot.
Is there any reason Kimihia may have left?
I should think not. He had all he could have wanted. Gainful employment, new clothes, and all the cabbage he could eat.
Did Kimihia make off with anything of value?
Heavens, no. I would have mentioned it to Sergeant Ruffles.
Still, he must have fled with some money on his person.
No, no. I kept his wages in my safe. For security.
All right, Captain. I think I have enough
For
to get
security.
started. We shall first take a look around the mansion.
Go ahead. I'll be here, mentally drafting my complaint.
Sounds good. Okay, let's get to it, Dr. Watson. This way. The leaks. Rundown. But in this gloomy weather, I'm not surprised. Most people who have an estate in, I would say, a nicer area would probably keep it a lot cleaner.
Chewing tobacco.
What is this?
A shoe print, roughly size 11, with a worn-out sole. These are a workman's boots.
I'm guessing I need something for this. Obviously. Unless it's point of perspective, but I don't see that. So... we'll come back to that. I have had this game for I don't know how long. I bought it quite a bit ago, and then I think I went on a spree of watching. Concentrate helps you pick up smaller details around the world. When you see a wavy green circle, push Q to observe closely. Don't forget to pin the relevant elephants and clues won't be visible without it. Ah, okay. I went on a weird spree of watching the Da Vinci Code.
Looks like a knee print. Someone knelt here. The amount of chewing tobacco suggests they were waiting a while.
Amazing, Mr. Holmes. To read the ground like an open book.
Yes. I watched the Da Vinci Code, and then I proceeded to watch Angels and Demons, and then I proceeded to watch
Could have left these tracks.
Inferno. I had to think of the
They
name of the
seem
movie.
fresh.
Okay, well that doesn't do anything else for me. Wilson, door gate, let's look at the shack. And so, because I watched the movie, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this game, because, you know, I like
Scrap of
clues and mystery and... What's the other word I'm looking for?
These
Symbols.
were sturdy boxes. It would have required a serious blow to break them.
Interesting.
Impressive. The sack of grain retained the shape of an impact. Someone hit their head here.
Okay, put it down.
A small Navy spyglass.
Getting out of these things is a little weird, I won't lie. I'm like, my brain is in like a fog right now, so I'm like... Looks like a whistle.
A Maori nose flute.
Nose flute.
Gurus,
Nice.
they're called.
Interesting. So I'm like trying to think, but at the same time my brain is like so focused on the
Clothes made
game.
of Hessian. Is Sten really so miserly? Button chops. The remains of a meal. A heavy chemical odor. Lend me your nose, Doctor.
Ah, I'll never forget that smell after my time in Afghanistan. That's an opioid, Mr. Holmes, a narcotic.
The ashes are long since cold.
Interesting.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Either way, it's giving me chills.
No air coming through it.
Interesting. Okay, let's go back out this way. Wow, I went over the logs. Okay, well I guess I gotta go back in there. First and foremost, we're gonna... Can I pin? Spyglass. No, nothing with this. We just know that there's no air. We're gonna close that because it's actually starting to piss me off. Yes.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Interesting.
Stenwick makes his servant live in a tool shed. You think you know someone.
Don't exactly know what you want me to do, but okay. Excuse me, Dr. Watson. Please don't softlock me. I would be very upset. Make our way back to the front. See if there's anything up here. I can look at. Teapot, cheese left out in the rain. Interesting. Okay, let's talk to this man about probably the spyglass.
Is this spyglass familiar?
I don't recognize it.
Could it be Kimihia's, perhaps?
I doubt it. I never saw him with it, nor could I suggest how he might have come by it. I thought you were meant to be intelligent.
Shut the hell up, my man.
Do you happen to know Kimihia's shoe size?
I wouldn't have the foggiest, but I'm sure it was enormous. Not that it matters. He spent his life barefoot. Despite my best efforts, he simply did not take to shoes.
Has Kimihia ever indulged in tobacco?
No, the man doesn't even drink.
Are you certain? I found chewing tobacco in the garden.
I controlled Kimihia's expenses since he struggled with the currency. I would have known if he used tobacco.
I came across a pile of Hessian clothes in the shack. Are they Kimihia's?
Yes, I had to give him something to clothe himself. He seemed unfazed by his bare skin, but I found it distracting.
Distracting.
The door to your garden has an interesting lock.
Yes, I have uncommon locks on every door of my mansion. It makes them harder to pick. Kimihia and I both had a set of keys.
I'll need to borrow them.
No, you'll need to do what I tell you to do. Examine the garden.
Okay. Back to doing this. Let's go look again. Okay, back to this one. Oh, okay, my bad. Wrong thing. This is where I'm confused.
Is this a Tanifa, a Maori water spirit, or something else?
Let's go look at these tracks again. Aha. No, I want... it's not giving me the right one. Let's see. Sure, this can help. I'll just Kimihia try to lead. Chewing tobacco. Spyglass. No. I'm missing something. I knew that. Huh? We're missing an item.
This lock is quite unusual. It appears that the key should be bent to the right.
Where is the key? Hmm. What am I missing?
Do you think Kimihia had an accomplice in his escape?
Beautiful.
Why are you still here?
Why are you still a prick? Moving on. Yes, I knew. I knew. Anything at all? No?
The rag reeks of smoke. Someone plugged the chimney.
Okay. What I was waiting for. There's something I'm missing. Watson, get out of my way. There we go. Okay.
Someone moved a cart to this spot and then took it elsewhere. Can't
Oh
see
my
it
God.
anywhere in the garden.
I'm so good. Oh my god. I'm so sorry, guys. My phone just absolutely terrified me. I had an alarm to go off or something. I was genuinely not expecting it to go off right there. Oh my god. That is... that genuinely spooked the crap out of me. Oh... That would be this one. It's not that one.
Surveilling from afar, the intruder waited for a window of opportunity. When Kimihia went to sleep, the man crept up to the shack and slipped narcotics down the chimney pipe, then blocked it with a cloth. Kimihia inhaled the sedative and fell into a deep sleep. The intruder tried to move him, but the man was heavier than expected. The intruder fell on the sack and dropped his spyglass. In order to transport the servant, he had to use the cart. The final challenge was opening the garden door. Luckily for our intruder, Kimihia had the key in his shack.
Remarkable. It makes total sense.
Okay. Let us go bug the one dude then.
You'd best have found something by now, gentlemen.
I fear that someone may have spied upon Kimihia. Likely the owner of the spyglass I found earlier. It appears they were watching for some time, as there was an impressive amount of chewing tobacco on the ground.
And your point?
I found the residue of narcotics in Kimihia's brazier. There are several explanations, perhaps your servant's recreational interest, or an attempt at poisoning.
Cut to the chase, Mr. Holmes.
You said that you checked the shack earlier. Did you notice the cart tracks near it? Now, one ought to expect a servant to make regular use of such a thing. Indeed, I would have overlooked the detail were it not for the cart's absence. If, as you say, Kimihia never leaves your estate, then where did it go?
I expect answers from you, Mr. Holmes, not questions.
I won't keep you in suspense any longer, Captain. Kimihia was abducted by the owner of the spyglass. When your servant fell asleep, he slipped a narcotic into Kimihia's brazier to make him sleep even more soundly. In order to carry a man as large as Kimihia, the intruder stole the cart and rolled him right out of your garden.
Now, hold on. All this simply to tell me what I already know? Why haven't you found him yet?
I only arrived a moment ago. It is, frankly, incredible that I have already deduced so much.
Every second you dawdle here, waiting for me to stroke your ego, is another second wasted. I'm not interested in the how, the why, or the who. I am only interested in recovering my investment. Spare me the claptrap, boy, and go and fetch my servant.
We're gonna remain silent.
The point is, Captain, we're telling you this for a reason. The intruder fled through the garden door, and we need a key to follow his trail.
Well, then you should have led with that. Here you go. I hope you'll return soon with good news. And in the meantime, please teach your companion the art of brevity.
I want you to be taught the art of maybe some compassion. You twat waffle. Also, I'm gonna unpin shit because it's actually starting to take me off. There. Let's pin that. Ah, now the way is unobstructed.
Sturdy rope, professionally tied in a Portuguese bowline. This knot is often used by sailors to create a bosun's chair. Wheels picked up grass along the way. Kimihia's cart, I gather. Roy Soulsby. That be the name of our man. A strange substance. I have my suspicions based on the color and consistency, but would you care to hazard a guess, Doctor?
Well, it's odorless, but from the way it absorbs water, I'd say saltpeter.
Then we're in agreement. Well done.
Peter.
A large pile of horse droppings. Many cigarette butts. Someone stood here for hours. There was a cab waiting here. Our abductor slipped in and then off into the night.
Wrong button. Okay, let's go get rid of all these things. They're gonna bug me. Here. 14. No. I didn't see that one all the way up there. My bad. The chimney. Okay. Not liking any of these. So I'm guessing probably the one that I have. I probably don't have the one I need. For this one, at least. So let's do... What are notable features of the abductor? Let's see. Spyglass. Chewing back lens. It might be the sailor's knot. Let's try the sailor's knot. Okay. No. It looks like I don't have things I need for any of these. I'm missing, looks like one. Probably each of them. Huh. Oh, that's about the footprint. Wow. Particularly not a spyglass and footprints of a working man's boot. That'll all add to one conclusion. Kimihia, whatever. Abductor is a sailor. I'm gonna call him Kimmy. There are two Kimmys that I enjoy. Abductor is a sailor. So we needed that probably. Yep, there it is. Okay. We now know that Kimihia's kidnapper is most likely a sailor, and that his wallet bears saltpeter residue. And that there was a recent saltpeter accident in the port of London. Everything suggests that to find Kimmy, we need to head to the port of London. There is no time to lose. It is vital that we find a cab to the port of London immediately. Okay, and with that, I'm gonna leave this episode of this part of this game right here. Sooner or later, I'll figure out how to end and start things. You know, I've made enough videos that I should. But no. Anyways. Bye.